Hi, welcome back. Our craft this week is going to be making a wind chime, and this is something that you can use whatever you have laying around your house. You can use beads, you can use buttons, you can use seashells. This week I'm going to use seashells, and this is a great way that you can use those seashells you've gotten from all your beach trips and show them off, or you can go get them from a craft store, either way. Okay, so supplies. I started off by grabbing some string, and I cut 5 long strands about 2 feet long, and then I also cut another strand that's about half that size for the top. I have my seashells, I have my base, and I just used a porcelain cup that I had sitting around and I painted it, but you could use either a stick or a can or literally anything. Some people wanted to drill holes. This already had holes, so I just tied my string around it, and then I have a hot glue gun. Okay, so I tied all my strings on, and then I went ahead and trimmed them back and held each knot in place with some hot glue. And then I went ahead and just made a simple knot through the holes, and this is movable, so we can always adjust it depending on where we're hanging it. We can make a bigger string, but this is the beginning to our wind chime. For the next part, I'm going to take each piece of string, and about every 2 inches or so, I'm just going to create a simple knot. And then I'm going to do that the whole length of every single string. And these measurements don't have to be perfect by any means, but try to get them to line up on each string. So I would want a knot about here and a knot about here as well. So that way the seashells clink into each other to create the sound. Okay, so I have all my knots tied in my string. I left a little bit of space at the bottom. And then I've separated my shells into larger ones and smaller ones. So for this, you're gonna need about 45 seashells altogether. You can change that depending on how many you have based on either your length of string or how far apart you do your knots. I'm gonna go ahead and rotate these and let's see how it goes. So for this, I'm going to start off with the small ones at the top, and I'm just gonna place a little bit of glue on this knot. And then firmly hold that inside the shell. Careful not to burn yourself. And do the same thing on each of these knots. Okay, so here is the finished product. I went ahead and decorated the top a little bit more and added seashells to cover the strings. I would also like to add that a lot of people like to drill holes in them because you can see the string and the glue on the back. That doesn't bother me, and I personally don't feel comfortable using a power drill, but I love the sound that this makes, and I'm super happy with how it turned out, and I hope that you love yours too.